Welcome back to Hannity. As chaos erupts around the globe and as illegal immigrants continue to pour over our southern border, President Obama appears to be sitting on the sidelines as all of this unfolds in front of us. So we wanted to know, what do you, the American taxpayer, think of our commander-in-chief and his leadership skills? Pollster Frank Luntz recently spoke with a focus group of voters from both sides of the aisle and asked them that very question.
If you examine most of the recent polls, Barack Obama is at or near his all-time low in terms of favorability and job approval. And the question is why? So first thing I want to say to you all, I actually want to ask you, how many of you voted for Barack Obama in either 2008 or 2012? Raise your hands. Okay, so it's the clear majority here. How many of you are happy with that vote? Who's not? Who voted for him and disappointed? I got to ask you, tell me why.
In my lifetime, I've studied presidents, and I recognize the fact that we have had some great presidents. Lyndon Johnson, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton. Barack Obama does not meet the level of those leaders. He has failed economically. I think he has failed foreign policy-wise. And I think a lot of that has to do with his style of leadership and his cabinet and his advisors.
Steve, you voted for him?
I did not vote for him, and I feel that he has done a terrible job as president. He has no foreign policy, he has no domestic policy, he has no economic policy. He's lied to the American people time and
lied.
Lied, absolutely.
It's a really
lies.
strong word.
Very strong word. He's lied about Obamacare. He's lied about Benghazi and several other issues.
So is it appropriate for us to accuse the president of being a liar?
He has not lied about any of those things. First of all, I disagree with both these gentlemen. I think I felt this way from the very beginning. Considering the circumstances in which he took the office and all the things that was piled on his desk, I think right now he's doing an excellent job. And I think that a lot of the problems, I think that Barack Obama is a steady Eddie. He's keeping the country out of war. He's keeping the economy stable.
Okay, I got to ask you, because you're giving me this pained look.
In my lifetime, this is the worst president. He has no leadership. He's reactive. He's not proactive. He's detached from every issue. He doesn't get down and dirty. All you have to look is any of it. Obamacare, the way that was rolled out was awful.
Let's bring back George Bush. Let's have a great
Oh,
leader.
so it's George Bush's fault.
I didn't say fault.
Everything is George Bush's fault.
I didn't say fault.
George Bush.
6 years ago,
George Bush lied about the Iraq War. He lied. He lied. And Barack Obama is getting us out of the mess.
What has Obama done?
He's cleaning up George Bush's mess.
Oh, George Bush.
That's right.
So whatever is good.
Take it down and
all of his dirt. He cannot clean this in 10 years, 12 years, 14 years. This takes time. He's just prepping the next president.
And look at the Congress.
You have 8 years. 6 years already. How long are we going to wait?
Listen, I guarantee you this. I'll say this. The next president will be able to take credit for a lot of the stuff that Barack Obama has done right now.
What did he do?
He will.
What has he done?
He's keeping their country out of war. Is that enough?
Talk about facts. The VA hospital, a sham.
The VA scandal started way before Obama.
What have we not heard yet? We haven't heard the word Congress. We pretend like there's a president who's just, you know, the king of the country. The president is not the king. The president needs the Congress to operate. And the first day he came into office, they said, we're done. We're not moving the goalposts. We're cutting the goalposts down.
One at a time, right here.
He had 2 years where he had both houses of Congress. He could have done all sorts of things. He did nothing. He's not a leader. He's a follower.
He will go down in history for having created the first health care system that works.
That doesn't work.
Maybe not now.
Rory, one at a time.
Obama said, I have a phone.
One at a time.
Obama said, I have a phone and a pen. He doesn't need Congress because he can do anything he wants to do.
Because they're not doing anything.
Well, why should they? Who are you going to negotiate with?
There's no question that there is a problem with Congress. Congress has not worked for the American people in decades. It's time to change Congress, to vote independence in, and stop the partisan politics.
But the Republicans are stopping Obama from hurting this country, and that's why they're not letting him do things that are detrimental to this country.
Every American wanted Obama to be a leader and help America move forward. I mean, I didn't vote for him, but I was very optimistic. But all I see is his inability to run the political system we have.
I agree.
When Reagan took over from the mess of Carter, it took him 3 years, but he solved it. When Clinton took over, he took 2 years and solved it. They worked
we all
with
forget something.
opposition Congresses.
This president wrote a book. He told us exactly what he was going to do. Transform, change America. And not to my liking. And I have really never seen such a failure in my lifetime.
So I have a question for you, and I got to wrap this up, but I need to know the answer. This started off as a civil conversation. One of you mentioned George Bush, and it deteriorated into basically the Yankees versus the Mets. What is it about this that we stop being civil to each other and start yelling at each other because it was just like that? Can you explain it?
Because they keep blaming Bush. It was a long time ago, and Obama's created even more problems than Bush created.
They just keep going back to Bush. Like, let's focus on now and the future. And then they can't just, like if a CEO messes up, a new one replaces him, they can't keep blaming the old one.
Up as bad as Bush.
Hold on. I just want to make the point to the viewers at home, which is that when Abraham Lincoln became president, there was about 5 months between the election and when he took office. And in that time, 7 states seceded from the Union. At no time did Abraham Lincoln blame J. Buchanan for what had happened. Maybe that's something our politicians today should learn. Back to you.